Ah, hello there. There we go. Okie doke. So it looks like everything is up and running today. We are here on Monday, 2 o'clock. Gonna hang out for a little bit of drawing again today. So I'm just gonna start getting myself set up here so that we've got all of our little tools. Got everything going. Maybe get a few things out of the way here. Okay. At the drawing that I have, I'm kind of looking over the one from yesterday as well. Just trying to see what I've got going on here and kind of how it turned out. Let's see if I can clarify a little bit. I think it turned out pretty good. I started playing around with this one with just a pencil, just to see kind of what's going on here. And I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, so far it turned out pretty good. Okay. And so what I've got here is I'm kind of just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this one that I've got over here. I'm having a hard time today just because, you know, it's just another one of those days. I've got somewhat of a headache again, so it's kind of hard to kind of figure things out. But yeah, it should be interesting. I'm thinking of just kind of sticking to some familiar kind of designs that I do often and just kind of seeing what happens here. So I think that should be pretty good. So yeah, if you have joined me today, thank you. Thank you for being here. I know it's hard. This is kind of like my own personal project, and I'm pretty much here most days. And I know that not that there will be some days where it's just going to be a few of us. So I think that's still pretty good though. So however this goes, we're going to try to make some stuff. And unfortunately, my head is not doing so hot today, of course, with the weather right now. But yeah, thank you for being here. Hi there. I've got Karen and Joanne. Hi. Hello. Alicia. Mara. Hi. Thank you for being here. So how about we get started here? Start figuring out what we're going to do with some of these little curves here. And I think because I'm on the right hand of my thing here, I'm going to do that thing where I turn it upside down again. So that's what I'm going to do, is I kind of orient myself here. So that's what's going to happen. Yep. That's what we're going to do right now. Donna said, I couldn't get here yesterday to play. Yeah, thank you for being here today. Yeah, so this is what we did. I think I showed it briefly. Did some of this here. It was pretty nice. It's good sometimes. It's a little surprise, and it's just good being able to be surprised by our own creations. It's really nice. Hi, Lori. From Massachusetts. Hello there. Kitty. Kitty loves a 265. Sometimes it kind of hides behind the little icons. Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you. How about we get started here? I need to kind of locate a couple of pens, see which ones I want to use today. This that I've got here, this kind of pink tone, was a little bit of watercolor. I did this a while ago. I like to set up my pages beforehand so that I have kind of something to play with. So that's what I'm doing today. I've got a pen here. I know I've got a couple of pens that I've been using recently, and it looks like they've wandered off. Doesn't that happen a lot around here? The pens like to sprout legs. Let's see, I've got a handful here. Got a couple different kinds of fine liners. This is an 05. This might be a little too... No, it's a good size. Let's use this one. So it's a Tombow pen. Mono. I'm kind of steering away from pens that are too small or too tiny right now, just because it takes forever when we draw like that. So yeah, for sure. Let me see how this one looks. I'll just test it out real quick. It's looking okay. How about we play with that one? I think that one should be okay. So let me go ahead and switch real quick. And that's what we're going to be playing with. I think I just want to go ahead and get started with that. The center of this pink zone. I have an idea, and I think I'm just going to use some circles and just kind of go ahead and get started there. That's what I think I'm going to do. Just because for me, I think it's going to be easy right now. And I'm very much up for easy today. Good afternoon, everyone. Sybil says, hello. Hello, everyone. You made it in time. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I should celebrate because I also made it in time. Yeah, I was having a hard time today. Bit of a headache, as usual. So how about I do a circle here? It may not even be like a real circle. I feel like it's going to end up being kind of like some kind of oval. Kind of where the middle would be of this thing. Just a big, crazy oval. I think that works. I'm also even wondering if I should use the bigger pen. Should I use a bigger pen? Keep changing my mind about pens. Let's see how it looks with the bigger lines. I might like that. Might be nice. If I didn't have this pen right now, this watercolor one, or it's not watercolor, I don't know why I keep calling it that. This brush pen, if I didn't have this, I'd probably be using markers right now. Oh, I like that. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. You guys make this so much fun. I'm really glad that you guys are here to kind of chat along, draw along and chat along. It's very nice. I'm just getting started in the middle. I think I'm going to do that thing where it's just like this sequence of sort of these bubbles. So I'm going to do these partial shapes. And it looks like I'm really enjoying using this brush pen right now. So I think that's what's going to continue happening. So I'm just kind of going to work my way out from there. Sort of circles. These not quite circles. What I'm guessing is I'm going to do a little bit of shading and highlights so they look like bubbles. That'll be cute. I'm just going to keep working my way across this. And these are kind of big too. I usually don't draw them this big. Looks cool though. I'm liking it so far. Nice big shapes here today. There we go. I think I'm probably going to get like 2 more on the edge there. Just 2 more. I hope you guys are doing good today. Or I guess if I want to be proper, I hope you are all doing well today. Hope you're doing well. Taking care of yourselves, being happy. Happy people. As much as you can at least. As happy as you can be. Or maybe a little bit happier if you can try that. Just a little bit happier than you can be. There we go. So that's that last one. I'm going to start working my way kind of downward to the other corner. That's what I'm going to be doing. I love seeing all the little hands of you guys waving to each other up there. That's really cute. It's really, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to work my way this way. Just going to start another one of these circle things. I'm pretty sure there's a name for this in Zentangle. I hope I'm not annoying anybody if you guys really like Zentangle. I have a really hard time remembering the names of things, but I'm pretty sure there's a name for this. Quite certain I've seen other people draw this. But like peas in a pod is kind of what this looks like. I guess we've got pink peas in this pod. It's really cute. Okay. Just gonna put a couple more in here. Just a few more. Joanne, just happy being here. Yeah. It's good to be content, isn't it? Just contentment is good. Nice, calm, quiet. Just be okay existing. That's always nice. Terry, back again. Yeah. A little bit of encouragement can go a long way, right? Yep. Yep, just a little bit. I remember, for some reason I just remembered right now this really interesting thing that kind of made me think a lot when I was teaching one of the students. Yeah, one of my students, she was, because these were 6th graders, so they were still pretty young. Middle school kids, still pretty young. But I remember that we were having a chat about mental health. It was actually part of the curriculum that it was like a half-hour kind of class, and we were talking about mental health. And I remember asking the students, it was a fairly small group of about 15, 16 students. And we were talking about, like, just being okay sometimes. And some of them seemed to disagree. Hi, everyone. There were some students who were just head shaking at me, like, no, you can't just be okay. And, yeah. And, one of the students, like, was making comments about how we shouldn't be okay, we should always be, like, amazing. And yeah, I could see why sometimes the kids had a hard time finding a happy place, because they were expecting that everything should always be absolutely amazing. They had this expectation that they should always feel glorious, that they should always feel like they're on top of the world. I thought that was interesting. When in my mind, I think it should be fine to, yeah, for me, I think that it should be okay to just be okay. So let me see. We've got a couple comments. See what's going on here. Trying to learn patterns. Yeah. 6 a.m. in Australia. Whoa. Wow. Nice, up and early to draw a little bit. That's really cool. Thank you. Isn't Zentangle just doodling? Says Alicia. Let's see. I've heard it either way. I mean, I think it's just going to have a lot to do with how you feel about it, I'm guessing. Some people say, yes, Zentangle is just doodling, just drawing. I've heard, I think that from people who teach it, they don't think it's just doodling. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard from some of them. So this is what we've got, all these little kind of peas in a pod, but they're kind of pinkish purplish. So I'm thinking of what I'm going to add around here on the sides. But yeah, as far as this stuff, yep. It's going to come down to you. I'm cool either way. I think it's doodling. Sometimes it isn't, especially once you kind of do your own thing. It's whatever you want it to be, honestly. I feel like Zentangle is just a way to get you started. I think that's all it is. Let me make sure there we go. Everything's nice and clear. I think what I've decided is for these, I'm just going to add these little waves inside. I'll show you. It's sort of like this, curved like this, one way and then the other way. Just like that. It's going to make this whole thing look kind of like it's twisting. So we're just going to repeat this shape through the entire space there. And that way it's going to look like it's kind of twisting. So that's all I'm going to do here. Just through the whole thing. Yeah. Purple butterfly. Oh, like it's gonna come out and be a big purple butterfly. That could be it. Yeah. Yeah, like this purplish color. I do want to add to it. You guys are giving me a good idea. When I do the shading here, I should use like a deep purple to really kind of bring that home. That would be really nice. Hi, Patty from Toronto. Hi there. Let's keep drawing along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna have a different name for things. You can call it whatever you want. I'm happy with things either way. Happy either way. Just happy being okay. So yeah, so this is what I mean about these. These are sort of these contour lines. Somebody might have a name for them, somebody might not. They're just contour lines. And they're going to make this space look more dimensional. And it's going to make it look like it's twisting. Just like that. Nice and easy. Yeah, I try not to get into arguments with people about what these things are called. Let me do the top too. Just because in the end it's kind of silly. Sometimes it gets a little silly. No point in fighting. So yeah, I'm going to draw these little curves here. Let's see here. I think somebody asked a question. Oh, hi. We've got a couple people joining us. I know Patty said you're from Toronto. Jan Bevan Brown. Hello, everybody from Florida. Hi, Magali. Mexicana. Hi. Very welcome. I speak Spanish, but I don't do it too often on my lives. Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Está lloviendo en México también? Unless you're here in the US. If you are here, then you're probably in the rain as well. Hello. So I think someone asked what size is my pen today. It's an 05 Mono drawing pen by Tombow. That's what I've got here. It's, yeah, a 0.5 millimeter. It's about my usual, not too small. Not too small, not too big. Yeah. Just gonna finish doing these up on the top. There we go. So that's it. I'm gonna work my way downward here. And I think what I'll do is for the other side, I'll mirror the direction in which these go. So what I mean is that over here, let me put one here. I'll switch it to this direction. I think that'll be nice. Holy cow, I feel my headache kind of going away right now. Isn't that interesting? It's pretty interesting. Yeah, Patty is asking about Zentangle. Zentangle is just doodling that a couple created a brand name for and then copyrighted it. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's kind of the case with everything, isn't it? Like when somebody creates like a clothing brand and then they just put their name on it. It's just clothes. But yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Which it's a pretty smart idea. I guess they've done well for themselves. It's not bad. Yeah, the rest of us just call it doodling. We're just drawing lines and putting pretty colors on them and stuff. Just playing around. That's what we do. Alicia, you're having hail. Ooh, that sounds like fun actually. Unless it's like huge hail, then that's not fun. That's not fun at all. But yeah, like the little bitty ones, that's cool. Around here when it finally hails, because it's usually warm, the hail just kind of melts immediately, and then, yeah, it's just cute just watching the hail melt. Not so much when it's like the huge golf-sized hail. That's awful. Jude happened to catch the live. Yes, you are here. We are here. I hope that it doesn't... Sometimes I repeat things because I think it's kind of nice to have like a daily mantra. And when I say that, when I say you are here, we are here, it's kind of like a little mini mantra to remind yourself. You are present. Present in the moment. You are right here. You're not. Don't let yourself float out into the universe all the time. So for me, it's kind of like a little quick reminder that my feet are planted and I'm safe and I'm content, and it's okay to hold on to that feeling. So if you ever hear me repeat things, that's kind of the reason. It's just like little quick mantras. Yeah. Yeah. Alicia, it's fun to watch it bounce. Oh yeah. Like with the, I'm guessing you're talking about the hail, yeah. Just these little ice rocks kind of just bouncing on the lawn or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm kind of getting to the end of this side right here, yeah. Yep. Patty's saying it is, it's just lines. Just lines. Okay, let's do these last couple here, and then we're going to switch over to do the other side, do some more lines. Yep. Sometimes it's just nice to draw a few lines. Let me move a little bit. I know I'm kind of getting off the edge of the screen there. There we go. Those last few there. So far so good. Making some progress here. So far so good. Let me see if I can pan out again. There we go. So that's what's happening so far right here. That's what we've got. Not bad. Not bad so far. So how do you single out a name? Okay, Purple Butterfly. I'm guessing you're if you want to talk to somebody, yeah, you generally, it's kind of, if you're talking about like online etiquette, what you do is you put the symbol. So let's say you want to write a comment specifically to me, since we're talking about kind of quick. How do you use the chat? Use this symbol. and then type the person's name. It should start coming up on your screen, and if it doesn't, just kind of type the beginning of their name. Like for me, if you want to say something for me specifically, start writing this, and even if it doesn't come up, you just kind of finish it. And that way I know you're talking to me specifically. Yeah. So usually putting the at there lets them know that's who the message is for, yeah. So you just kind of do that. You just at them. You can do that in pretty much any other forum or comment section. You just do at, like that. And then for the most part, that person should see it. If they're in the chat, they'll see that. Yep, yep. At least that's how I've always done it for years. You just at them, and then they know. If you're on your computer, it might autofill. Like, it will know who you're talking about. Maybe. It doesn't always do it. But yeah. Like when I was in my classes, and sometimes you want to talk to everyone, you just put at, and then say all. At all. And that way they know that you're referring to everybody in the chat. Yep, yep. Just kind of standard procedures for these kind of things. So as you can see, just making the same kind of lines, but I just flipped them over. Just doing them in the other direction. Yeah. I think I got a comment from Tamara. Saw a girl drawing. Oh, she got upset with you because you said she was doodling? Yeah. It's... Sometimes people don't know how to just chill. People can't chill. Sometimes you kind of, if you want to make a comment, you have to say something like, I like what you're making. Just have to be super, super generic, just so you don't offend someone. Sometimes people just want to get offended. It's unfortunate. Yeah. So you said you tried it and didn't work. Yeah. I've noticed that sometimes it won't autofill. So yeah, if you just type it. See, like right now, Tamara just added a comment and she just said at Miss Betsy, and I can generally see it. It's like I've trained my eye to look for that. Even if it doesn't do like that special little autofill thing. Yeah, you can talk to other people in the chat, just at them. Even without any special autofill, they'll see their name on the screen. They'll kind of say something. You'll see it. There we go. I'm going to start working my way upwards on this here. Kind of head up towards the top there on this little pod here that we've got. There you go. See, you just at them. That's all you're doing. Yeah. Kind of like when you're writing out your email. You use that symbol. And for the most part, people know, even if you don't use the at symbol, they kind of see it too. They know. They get it. Everybody gets it. Oh yeah, Tamara's saying that now you're being careful about giving people compliments. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's rough. Like, you're trying to be nice, and then they get offended. Like, oh wow, sorry. But also it's the reminder that it's not your fault. That other people are in a different place emotionally. So if someone gets offended when you give them a compliment, it really says more about them than about anyone else. It just means they're not in a place to accept compliments properly. You tried. You were still being a nice person. So often when I would see kids drawing or anything like that, I would just look and I would just nod and say, that's really nice. That's really nice. That's good stuff. And usually they would appreciate that. Yeah, they just don't know how to take compliments sometimes. Yeah, there you go. So I see you guys trying out your ats. There you go. I forget what the symbol's called. I know there's a name for that symbol. Ethereal Ode, it's your first live stream with us. Hi, welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Drawing or doodling or painting or whatever you like to do. We're just chatting. We just chat and we draw. We have fun. That's what we do. Just taking it easy. I'm kind of doodling here. That's what I'm doing. Kind of doodling, kind of whatever, drawing. I do appreciate when people ask though, like, what is it I consider my stuff? I consider it just making stuff, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Jan Bevan said you love my work. Thank you. I try to be as creative as I can. I'm trying to be creative. I enjoy it. I enjoy being creative. I'm pretty sure we all have a little bit of creativeness. Creativity? We all got a little bit of that. I think I'd like to switch to maybe doing some coloring. That's my goal anyway, right? For my 100-day project is to do some more coloring. So I'm going to start getting out some of my colored pencils. Going to get some colored pencils, probably a deeper purple like we talked about here, and see if we can kind of incorporate that into the overall layout here. It's a little bit embarrassing on my desk. I've got papers everywhere because I've been making books, and I've got stacks and stacks of books everywhere. Everywhere. You guys would be very proud of me and maybe even a little bit ashamed. A little bit of both. It's just because it's such a mess here. But I'm thinking purple here, and then how about you guys tell me what color should go on the outside? I don't know what color to put there. Yeah, I know. Somebody saying, I think, is it Kitty Loves, saying one thing you don't like about chatting is that the print has no personality. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a thing. You kind of learn to work around it sometimes, though. Emojis help a little bit, and I'm trying to set the mood, too, with the way that I chat. It kind of reminds people, like, just be nice, be soft. I like this one. This is a violet. Let's see what she looks like. Oops, there we go. I'm trying to knock everything over today. Let's see what she looks like. So that's a nice one, and I think this one's just a little softer than that. Yeah, it is hard to read people's intentions on just in print. But at least here, I try to assume that everyone's being nice and everyone is being kind. That is my immediate assumption. And then your Jude is asking, how can you share your art with each other? In the meantime, for now, I'm on Instagram, and you can kind of send me stuff there. You can send me a friend request and just kind of send things to me. You can email them to me. That's also in the description of the video. There's an email. And as far as each other, I am working on putting together a website with a forum, but that's in the future. In the meantime, we kind of just... social media and email is what we've got. Yep. Working on it. We're working on it. Things are changing around here. So I'm just adding some of this deeper purple here. I like it so far. This is nice. Yeah. I think I like it. I'm going to try to see about adding some more of that other color just a little bit. Yeah, Ethereal Ode. Just finished doodling. Yeah. I feel like for this one, this is all the drawing I'll do, and I'm basically from here on out, I'm going to spend the next few minutes just kind of coloring. I think that's what I'm feeling right now. I think so. I think that's what I'll do. I think... for color suggestions, turquoise and teal. I think that's got to be an addiction for us around here, huh? We love turquoise and teal with purple. It does look gorgeous, doesn't it? That is some good stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just going to color from now on, probably because I know I'm going to start getting carried away. Because I always like to color with 3 colors, so I need to get some kind of black or dark gray. Let's see if I can find one. Which one works? Here's my black pencil. Do I have a shorter one? Black for some deep colors. I think that will work. Yeah. Let's see if I can try to find some good teal. A good teal, not a bad teal. Only the goodest of teals. This is a vert perroquet, parrot green. This looks cute. It's very much on the greenish side. With some blue in there. Is that enough? Is that teal enough? Some blue and green. I like to do little swatches so that I can check the tone. I think that'd be pretty nice. Some of that parrot color with a little bit of that. And some shadows in there. Since we're playing with color today. That may be okay. I'm gonna set these right here. We're gonna use that. A little bit of green and blue together to create some fun stuff here. Yeah. I think Joanne asked what sharpener do I use? Ah, yes. Yes. It's a really nice sharpener. I'm gonna switch my camera so you guys can see me real quick in the corner, and I'll show you my sharpener. So I did make a video about it if any of you are interested in that sharpener. Let's see. I usually keep it around my desk here somewhere. Ah, there you are. There she is. I do have a video about it, so if you guys want to see exactly what it is, it's just an artist pencil sharpener. That's all it is. It's a good guy. It gets lots of good work done, so when you sharpen with these, it kind of feeds into itself. And in that video, I don't have to hold the pencil. But you can see it if you look through my videos. A couple months ago, I did a video for that. About how to get your pencils nice and sharp. So if you can see it, here's the result when you sharpen them. It's pretty good. Gets them nice and pointy. Let's see if my other one... It's a good sharpener, and I think it doesn't... It's in the teens is the price of it. What I will do is, later in the video, I'll also add the link in case you guys want to look at it. But yeah, it's a... Look for an artist pencil sharpener. That's usually what's going to give you the results you want. Let's set him over here. Get some nice long points on your pencils. Yeah. Yep. For the sides, yellow and lime green. Green, huh? We've got a contender for colors. Have you tried Derwent Inktense pencils? I don't think I have. It feels like they're pricey. Are they pricey? Do you guys know what the price is for those kind of pencils? So far, I've only ventured into... Did I break this? No. Prismacolor. I've tried that. They were affordable when I got them, at least. These were the student version. These are the student version, the Prismacolor Scholars. They were affordable. I've tried another brand as well. The Blick color pencils, I like those too. They're affordable. And they're good. Yeah, for sure. I just haven't tried the Derwent Inktense. I can look at prices, but yeah. Sometimes if they're pricier, I step back a little and go, oh, not yet. I'm not there yet. So there, I'm just kind of adding a little black to the edge there. I'll show you kind of what I'm doing. It's just a tiny bit. Just a wee bit of color. Just playing. So I'm kind of doing sort of like this. I like to use 3 colors. So it's just a little bit of black here. On the very edge. That's the first one. Then I go for my deeper purple. Do the next. Try to blend a little. Sort of. I'm not terribly delicate when I do this kind of stuff. I know some of you are really good with watercolor probably. You could probably do that and it'll look gorgeous. Today's a day for pencils for me. So there's that one. And then I'm thinking I'm going to try this lighter one. See what happens. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, Patty says they're worth it. Yeah. And Terry's saying that they're somewhat pricey, but they're very nice to use. Vivid colors. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah. I have so many color pencils right now, so I might not be in the market to buy more, but yeah, next time. Inktense, huh? For the next time, I'll start looking at those. People have been recommending watercolor pencils anyway, so it'll be nice to start branching out soon. I do love the colors. They're very nice. especially when they're vivid. I know I accidentally got these. These don't necessarily fit with some of the colors I have, but I bought a handful of these Faber-Castell and these turned out really nice. So I've been using them quite a bit. I mostly just enjoy when I can get pencils like 1 or 2 at a time. I like that very much. And then I think, yeah, the Inktense, the Derwent Inktense are spendy. I bet. I was just shopping around on the Blick art store website recently. There's a few things I do want to get. Usually I'm buying paper from their site too. Like paper so I can make the journals. And oh boy, did they have some expensive pencils on there. And I wanted them. But I did not have the money for that. Now if I recall, I actually am not very good at using a white pencil, but I want to try that today. I want to try a white pencil because I'm bad at it. And I do remember that some people... Oh, I found you. Some people recommended this. The Luminance white pencil. Some people recommended it, I believe. Because that's how I ended up with a couple of these in my thing here. Yeah, I got 2. And then somebody recommended this as well. The Caran d'Ache blender. Maybe I'll play with some of these today. So I've got these guys. These were recommendations from some of you guys. Let me see if I can make something happen. So this is a white. It says it's permanent. Okay. Caran d'Ache. Okay. Let's see if I can make something happen. That way I don't go and use my ink like I kind of want to. Maybe just stick with pencils. Feels good so far. And it's working okay with the other pencils I use. That's not too bad. Just a little bit of white. It's pretty good. Not bad. I'll play around and see which other pencils it might get along with, because I know that sometimes they make them out of different stuff. But I'll keep playing around with it. That way it's kind of giving more dimension to these little bubbles here. Yeah. Ethereal Ode says that they have waxy leads, which makes them fragile. Huh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, different pencils will behave different ways. I try to learn that as I go. Yeah. So I'm just adding more of this white. It's not too bad. I like it. I know sometimes the pencils don't play with each other, but this is doing all right. I don't mind it. I'm just going to keep going here with this little purpley goodness here. Let's see here. I am reading in the comments, it says that cheating almost looks dark purple. I'm like, cheating? Who's cheating? I'm guessing you're meaning like what other word could that be instead of cheating? Shading. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's funny. Typos, huh? Typos. I'm going to do the black on all of these on the bottom. Black, because that's what I love to do. I love shading. Love shading. Love it, love it, love it. Jude, you have the Inktense and Prisma, like the Prismacolor? Which one's next? This one, you have those? Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Then I'm going to switch to this one. So I've got these 3 colors. A little lighter. Let me see if I just use these 2 because it's kind of a tight space. I don't want to have to force myself to use too many colors. Let's see how it looks in the smaller spaces. I think I need the darker one. Yep. $43 for 24 pencils. So that's about $2, $2 something a pop. So I know you're saying that it's in Canadian. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not. I've seen some that are like $150 for a set. Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I'm guessing that's why they have small sets, so that you can get started with kind of something a little less overwhelming, and then like over time add to it. Let's do some white again. Let's add these little white highlights, see how it looks on these darker ones. White. Kind of try to feather it out a little. I'm liking this so far. I'm pretty sure that my white pencil already did this and I just never gave him a chance. I'm silly. There we go. Little bubbles. That's cute. I'm going to go ahead and start heading over to the other direction now. Oh, they're on sale. Okay. Yeah. Then that's a sale price. I wonder how much they cost full price. Ooh. It kind of gives me the shivers sometimes. Like, oh, it's just intense. Because the problem is I want that stuff. I want the pencils. I want the pencils. I don't know how to use some of them yet, but I want them. Yeah. So much good stuff. But of course we gotta use it. At least for me. My goal is that if I'm gonna have art supplies, I need to make sure I'm using it. I don't want to be that person who just stashes them and whatever. I would like to be the person who uses the art supplies. That's who I'm trying to be. So that's why. Trying to do color. I've got lots of colorful things to play with. Let's see. I need this kind of lighter one. A little bit lighter. On this one that sort of seems to be most at the foreground, I'm not going to use any black on that one. I'm going to let the black happen in the shadow for the remaining. But just not on this one. Yeah. I'm just going to keep using some of this kind of purple and violet, maybe to blend a little if I can. I know it looks a little grainy, but I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to do any kind of professional stuff. Just playing. Just playing. Having fun. Sometimes I will blend more. I'm kind of enjoying this graininess. I like it. It looks very much kind of like a kid's storybook kind of thing is what it looks like. That's kind of neat. Ooh, Patty says they're $57. Yeah, that's a good chunk of money. That's a nice chunk of money. Probably have to save up for that. Unless you are blessed with more spending money, then yeah, that's probably fine for some of you. Yeah, sometimes I have to save up for that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of white. It won't show as much because this spot isn't too dark. Let me tilt it, see if I can see it. Yeah, it shows a little bit. Nice and soft. Just kind of going to go through and start adding the shading over here. Yeah. So I guess today turned into a bit of a coloring day, I think. Today was a coloring day, coloring Monday. Colored pencils extravaganza. Colored pencil extravaganza on a Monday. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and use the black on all of these. Just kind of make that shadow there. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to move this over a little. And again, I do apologize. There's so much noise on the street in front of my house that I know you guys are hearing it sometimes. It's just kind of the way it goes here, unfortunately. It's just the way things are. The world is full of noise. Oh, so Patty's saying that those pencils come from England? That's interesting. It's a long way for them to travel, huh? I'm amazed sometimes to find out that sometimes some of my art supplies come from sometimes all the way around the world. Kind of crazy. Pretty crazy. Just how far things travel. Okay, I'm going to start going in with my second color. Get that in there. Maybe blend a tiny bit. I don't think I'm even doing any burnishing right now. I'm just kind of adding colors, kind of layering them a little sometimes. That's all I'm doing. Just a little bit here and there. Maybe some more here. Not bad. Yeah, and I think this is going to be it. This is going to be the color. We're going to add a little bit of what's going to turn out to be sort of teal to the outer edges. And that'll do it. That's going to complete that. It'll be pretty cute. I feel like I've been using so much purple and everything. I just can't help myself. Just can't help it. I hope I'm not making any of you cringe with my sloppy coloring. It's just who I am. Just everywhere. Scribble, scribble everywhere. I go wherever it takes me. Just go with it. Like that. Yep. Yep. So, Tamara, you said you missed... Oh, you missed the part where I was drawing it? Yeah, it happened pretty quickly at the beginning. Yeah. And this color that's already here, it was there from before. So, yeah. I started just by making these things in the middle, these kind of circles. That's what I started with. Yeah. And I think I'm just going to add a little bit of this softer tone in a few places here to finish it off. Yeah, it looks like we've been here about 45 minutes. A little bit of coloring. Just kind of making some things happen here. And then I think I'm just going to use the white. This is going to be hard because it's shifting. How do I add the white now so it makes sense? I think I'm just going to add it kind of in the center. It's not going to show too much right here, for sure. For sure. Maybe just here a little bit. Yeah, it won't show too much there, but I think I'm pretty good with that. Yeah. It's not scribbly? Well, thank you. I feel like it's scribbly. I see some people coloring and they're just so careful. And it comes out so pretty. Yeah. It comes out so pretty and I see them being so careful and I'm kind of jealous. Like I wish I had the dedication to kind of all these really delicate, really soft, beautiful strokes. And I'm over here just just doing whatever, just throwing it around, just having fun. And like I said, right now I'm really enjoying that sort of grainy kind of look. I'm enjoying that, so I'm leaving it like that. I'm not going to. So I guess, are we going to stick with this sort of blue-green to create a sort of teal? I'm guessing we're going to do that. I just need to figure out how I want to make that happen. I'm thinking I'll choose one to be the mid-tone. How about just the blue? Since this is kind of like a soft, it says it's an ice blue. Yeah. Yep. Ethereal Ode said, you remember when spending weeks practicing blending? Yeah. Oh, brush. Yeah, using alcohol. Yeah, that's so interesting. I know everybody, and I do mean that. I really do think all that's interesting. It's really cool. I have seen the way people use, don't some people use mineral spirits? I think. Yeah, there are a couple different ways to do this. If you want to make it look really smooth, you know, kind of get some really nice results. Yep. If I ever decide to make like a finished kind of piece of art for someone, I'll start to learn some of that stuff. I bet it'll be really good. Yeah. I think for me, for the longest time, just if I started getting too particular about certain steps, it would stop me from making stuff. So I learned to not be too fussy for my process and just kind of just do it kind of feral style. Be a little feral with my coloring. Just for fun. But I do very much admire when people are very, very, very much into all those special ways. Yeah. Yeah, Tamara, you're going to catch the replay. Yeah, if you want just to watch kind of the beginning, just to see how I got started with the drawing. Yeah, absolutely. So kind of those first 15-20 minutes or so is where we're drawing. That's it. And then after that, it was just a lot of coloring. There we go. So I've got a blue undertone. Just real easy, kind of fill it. So this is a soft ice blue is what I'm starting with here. Yeah. Jan, you missed today. You were outside playing. Well, that was good. It's good to go outside and play. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Tamara, you're never careful. Yeah. Hey, it's up to you where you kind of where you're at on your journey. Yeah. Oh, baby oil. That's right. That's what I've heard of. Yeah, Patty is saying baby oil, like a little bit of oil. That makes sense. I've seen people use that for sure. So I'm gonna try to use. I think I need to sharpen this though. Let me sharpen this guy. Where is it? I'm gonna sharpen this pencil, and then I'm gonna start going in there with some of this kind of parrot green. It's called. See what happens. That's what's gonna happen. There we go. Okay. So that's pretty nice. Nice long point. And all I'm going to do is just add this kind of greenish color around the outer edges. Like kind of here. The borders. So it starts to give it like a different tone. Yeah, for sure. For me, it's just so much about just playing with those colors and seeing what they do together. I'm into that so much. Finding out fun ways to make kind of shadows. That's what I'm in it for. I could add black here, but I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna stick to these two colors and just let them interact. And as you can see, I'm not going into that center area. I'm just sticking to the outer edges. Just like that. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that to both sides, and I think that's it. I don't want to do anything else to this page. I'll just finish adding this color. And that'll be it. That's gonna complete this one for me today. This was better than I thought. I like that. I like it when it turns out better. Well, that happens a lot for me. I always go in thinking it's not going to be that great, and then it's like, oh, that's actually kind of nice. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let me go over here to the left one here. Oh, you're so ethereal. Oh, it's saying that baby oil leaves behind a residue. Interesting. So like a little, well, yeah, it's oil, isn't it? Yeah. Like an oily stain on the paper itself? Yeah. If I ever try that stuff, I would probably, you know, yeah, do some tests. Just kind of play around with it. So it leaves a residue, huh? Is that why people use like mineral oil? Is that why is the other option? Maybe it works better. Who knows? Ooh, let me get in the shot here. I feel like I'm kind of wandering off. Just wandering off. I'm just gonna add more green. So I think these were pretty close. Almost a teal, sort of teal. Kind of teal, sort of teal. A little more green, but it's kind of nice with the purple. Green and purple do go well together. Very much. So there we go. This is what we've got. I know I want to add white as a highlight. Make it kind of get highlighted. That would be nice. So I guess the decision is, should I use ink or should I try using this pencil again? Maybe I should add some of this pencil. Maybe. Well, I'll stick with the pencil just because this is what I've been using so far and just kind of need to test it out anyway. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Jan says this like grapes in a pod. I know. Yeah. I was saying at the beginning that it's like peas in a pod, but they're purple, so I guess they're something else. Someone said that maybe it could be like a butterfly or... Unless I was reading wrong, who knows? But yeah, maybe something's gonna sprout out of this pod. So I'm trying to use this pencil, and hopefully I can get it to kind of lay over this stuff. Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. It's okay. I think it's there. I'll probably need to practice more with it. I know I'm not that great with the white. I could be better. I feel like what it's doing is it's blending with the blue, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing that it's doing. It's kind of blending with that light blue. But the good thing is that it is drawing over that black line, and it is still giving me a highlight. So it's achieving kind of what I want. It's doing it. It's good. Yeah, Alan is reminding us that colored pencils are wax and pigment. Yes, indeed. And there are different pencils that have different combinations of things. But yeah, they're waxy. Some have some oils in them, so they can be a little oily. It depends. I think that's kind of where the different brands kind of differentiate, is exactly like on what their makeup is. Yeah. Some sort of a waxy substance. That's why it's so hard to put other stuff on top of them, just because they've got that slickness to them. That's why you're able to kind of scrape it off if you have a tool to do some scraping with. Yeah, so that's what would do. That's what does it. That's what does it for sure. Oh, the Japanese red beans. Oh my gosh. You just reminded me of that. I remember that some time ago I had some of those. I had some beans that were purple in these long pods. They did kind of look like this. The pods were purple too though. So that's what's different in this drawing. The pods were purple too. As you guys can see, I'm kind of just adding like a little bit of a gradient behind it, because I can't help myself. This is just the black color pencil. Sometimes it helps things kind of stand out from the page, just with a simple kind of scribbled gradient. So that's what I'm doing right here. But yeah, I think this is done. I think this is it as far as the major design, the major ideas. This is it. It's like a purple beans in a pod, or grapes in a pod. Good stuff. Sometimes it doesn't have to be super complicated. It just has to get an idea across. It's good stuff. I think that's it. That's it for today. It's all done. Yes. Gemmo for you missed all the fun. Hey, if you needed to get rest, get your rest. Get some sleep. Get stuff done. Yeah. This is always available for the replay if anybody wants to see that. I know that right now we are live, but if you're watching it at any time other than today, Monday, so we were here from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock drawing. We're all done if you're watching it at any other time. You're watching the replay. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think someone was just asking again about the pencil sharpener. I know that it's the pencil sharpener really is important. I do have a video that's specifically for that. So if you guys want to check out the video for the sharpener, I do have a video on my channel, and it's titled something like how to get your pencils really sharp, and I show you kind of what this is, and I provide the links for that and everything. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, I have some tips there for how to get your pencils looking really good so you can create exactly what you want. Yeah, thank you guys. This was a really good one. I'm glad to just kind of draw a little bit, color a little bit, use the pencils finally. I really do enjoy that you're all here with me. It's really nice. This is going to be a long project. We're barely on day 9. Look at this. Barely on day 9. 9 of 100. There's so many more to come. So many more. So whenever you're all welcome, you are all welcome to join me throughout these days. I will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock. So that'll help some of you out if you want to join me just a little later. But yeah, this is today's purple pods. Little purple things in a pod. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye everyone.